ladies and gentlemen. It's SummerSlam!
2009. Oh my goodness. I think this year in particular was extremely bad. 2009 has to be one of the worst years for WWE in terms of the on-screen product. Now, SmackDown overall, okay, good to great. Raw was absolutely garbage. Remember, WWE went straight PG during this time. So all the craziness we got in the previous years, blood, no more. Cussing, no more. They had to cut out a lot of the things we grew accustomed to, other than Suck It from DX. Apparently that got through. But regardless, they completely changed everything in terms of their presentation, in terms of who they're appealing to. They became a more kid-friendly show. And let me tell you, the product suffered. And to hurt the WWE more, around this time, UFC was doing some big numbers with Brock Lesnar. If you are one of the fans who stopped watching during this time, whether it is to watch TNA and ROH, both great wrestling companies, or to watch UFC, I understand. Because this was not the best time to be a WWE fan. This is the first of 6 years in a row where SummerSlam took place at the Staples Center. So from 2009 until around 2015, every SummerSlam will be held in LA at the Staples Center. Why? Because it drew a big house. So, easy money for them, right? Let's just get to some details, because quite frankly, when it comes to 2009, it's one of those weird SummerSlams where, okay, the stuff from SmackDown was good. Everything else, Details. Runtime was 2 hours and 50 minutes. The date was August 23rd, 2009. Staples Center, Los Angeles, as I said. Attendance, 14,116. The crowd... Let me stop right here and just talk about the crowd. There were moments during the show where the crowd was dead. You know, they were just kind of sitting on their hands. You got that a lot this year. Especially on Raw. Oh my goodness, that was during that Raw host run where they brought in C-list celebrities to run the show. Commentary, getting a bad taste in my mouth now. Commentary for SmackDown was Jim Ross and Todd Grisham. For Raw, it was Jerry the King Lawler and Michael Cole. And for ECW, it was Josh Matthews and Matt Striker. Ring announcers were Justin Roberts, Lillian Garcia, and Tony Chimel. First match, right off the bat, was a great match from what? SmackDown. Rey Mysterio versus Dolph Ziggler. The first appearance of Dolph Ziggler before he was the show-off. He was just, hi, I'm Dolph Ziggler. Remember that gimmick? I do too. He was awesome. He still is awesome. I just feel like he wasn't broken yet. This was motivated Dolph Ziggler when he was actually trying to get over with the audience. And you fast forward almost 10 years later, it's a totally different Dolph Ziggler. But this Dolph Ziggler had an awesome match with Rey Mysterio. I thought this was a really good opener. The crowd was into it. I mean, Ziggler was one of the only people to keep up with Rey Mysterio at the time. So Rey was actually able to go all out. He did some really good stuff in this match. Even now, I feel like Ziggler should have won. But it is what it is. John Morrison eventually beats Rey Mysterio. But it is what it is, really. I mean, it made Ziggler look great. Lots of near falls. Lots of crazy action. Great opener from SmackDown. And then we go to a Raw match involving MVP and Jack Swagger. On paper, that sounds very blah, very bland. And guess what? It was. It was very blah and very bland. Now, during this time, MVP was a babyface. Why was he a babyface? Because last year, I was praising him. I was like, this guy is one of the best talents, one of the most underrated workers in the business. Because he was a good heel. No idea why we turned him babyface. But whatever. He took on Jack Swagger. Average match. MVP wins. And then we get a video package of all the celebrities who guest host Raw. We're not going to talk about this. Let's move on. Big Show and Chris Jericho taking on Brooklyn, Crime Time. Gonna make that money. Yeah. That money. Yeah. I thought the match was solid. I remember liking it a lot more the first time I watched it. And I think it was because Crime Time was one of those tag teams that I felt should have gotten those tag team titles more than once. And they never won the tag team titles. They never won a single tag team championship. And I don't understand why. Solid match. Jerry Show wins. Crime Time should have won. Just like Dolph Ziggler should have won, but whatever. At least the matches are better. The Great Khali versus Kane. On paper, that sounds like garbage, but who thought that would work? Who in the world thought that was a good idea? The match sucked. I'm sorry, I don't like the Great Khali. Why was he a thing? Someone tell me why Great Khali was a thing. I never understood what the big fuss was about. So SmackDown had the worst match on the show and also the best match. The next match is D Generation X versus Legacy. First off, DX came back again. Triple H and Shawn Michaels. This is their third reiteration of the group. This is my least favorite one. DX as a PG group was destined to fail. By the way, Legacy is Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase. In case you forgot about the group, it didn't really leave all that much of an impact. I do like the concept, third generation, second generation superstars coming together. Orton, Cody, Ted. I don't know, I just kind of feel like at the end of the day, it's easily forgotten. You know what I'm saying? This was a good match. I thought both teams went in there and put on a pretty strong match. Good performances from all four men. ECW Championship, Christian. Yes, Christian came back at this time against William Regal. And he beats him in 8 seconds. Not really worth anybody's time. Not even worth the rating. Dud. WWE Championship match, Randy Orton versus John Cena. What the hell was up with the false finishes in this match? How many did we get? Randy Orton pushed the referee, and then he got counted out, and then he used the ropes, and then a fan interfered, and then Orton ends up beating John Cena with an RKO. The overbooking in this match was ridiculous. Literally, their worst match together. Quite frankly, I would take any of the other matches over this one. This was hot garbage. What the hell was this? Why did they feel the need to overbook the hell out of this match? I didn't like it at all. And it didn't help that they tried to do the whole formulaic, we're going to have a slow-paced match and have it pick up at the second half. And I'll admit it, I liked their match in 2007. It was a solid match. This was garbage. Awful match. It's no wonder fans got so sick of seeing these two wrestle over and over again. Once you've seen one Cena Orton match, you've seen them all. Following that match is match of the night. The rightful main event. TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs. Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk. Fantastic match. This is when CM Punk had his infamous heel turn. One of the best rivalries that year, if not rivalry of the year. Honestly, it might have been WWE's rivalry of the year. It should have been. Punk was such a good heel. I think both of them made each other feel very special. Both of them made each other feel like main event players. One of the best matches in SummerSlam history, easily. I even like the stinger at the end. When CM Punk beats Jeff Hardy, we see The Undertaker appear. And I can remember at the time being so excited about seeing the feud. And then I remember how it ended. So dumb. So dumb. It's okay, because in the end, CM Punk still became a megastar in his own right. 2009 was such a weird show. You had some high points, and then you had some low points. Very low points. So nothing else really to say. Give me your thoughts about it down below. We got one more. 2010. I'll be all caught up. So see you then. Your boy, the X-Men, signing off. Peace.